Hey guys, Solution Storm here again with another quick how-to guide. This time only Ifrit hard mode. As you can see our buddy here, Ifrit. So basically the fight's pretty straightforward. A lot of people you'll probably talk to are going to say it's a pretty easy fight. Um, it's an easy fight assuming that the stuns are on time. I have seen very good groups wipe because a tank either lags or disconnects. If that stun is missed in the last phase, it can lead pretty much to a wipe. Um, so basically, in the first phase here, a phase would be defined as roughly till about 85%. Pretty much the boss just does a frontal AOE on the tank, and then he does a knockback frontal move there that does incur it's pretty good damage. At about 85% roughly, excuse me. Basically, he's gonna get a new skill. It's called Eruption. Eruption will basically it's like a glowing fire underneath you, and then it explodes. In that first, in particular phase between 85 to about 75%. That in particular blast is not going to kill anybody. It's only one charge, as they call it. Okay, it's one charge. Later on in the fight, it's going to get more and more charges, and obviously if somebody stands in it and the stun is missed, they're pretty much going to be dead at the end of it. It's very difficult to run out of it. It does follow the player as it goes, so it'll just continue to erupt under them until the charges are done. Okay. Um, Basically here now, he also does an ability where he jumps. Um, there's an eruption as you saw there. Basically the tank would then, you just have to keep an eye on his nameplate for cast bar and stun as soon as you see it. Okay. As you can see here, one of his other abilities when you get into this phase is he will start to jump. So basically he will jump. He will then land on anywhere on the edge of the battlefield, okay, facing in a specific direction. Now, he's going to shoot across the room. Obviously, there's going to be a little time to move, but he's going to shoot directly across the room. Okay, in the beginning, phase 2, basically he's just going to. It'll be one Ifrit. Okay, there's an eruption there. Basically, once you see the text succumb to Inferno, as you see on the screen here, basically what that means is that it now unlocks a new ability other than Eruption. Basically, it's Radiant Plumes. In the beginning, in the third phase, as I would call it, basically it's going to be very slow. Okay, so you're going to see here there's the radiant plumes on the outside, okay, and then immediately later on it'll be immediate, but you have plenty of time at this point to move because there's going to be plumes now in the center. Okay, now if you remember doing the first Ifrit fight, this pretty much was the same thing. You just had to. There's an extra piece near the end. Now you're going to notice now as this health has gone lower and lower. Okay, basically he's going to now duplicate himself when he jumps. So now there's going to be two. Now keep in mind that the left Ifrit will always charge first. So if you get caught on the edge of the room with multiple Ifrits, always know that the left one will start first. So you can stand in front of the middle one per se, and then move over to where the left one was. So you do have a little bit of time in between each to move. Okay, there's your outer plumes again. Generally, what I'd like to do, if this was Invent or something like that, is the abilities are pretty much predictable. So if he does the outside plumes, he's going to do the inside plumes. And as you'll notice here, at about 50% health, he's going to summon 4 nails. Generally speaking, you're going to have a black mage or a summoner in the party for a limit break. In this in particular instance, as you've noticed, up in the top right, we do not have the limit break. We actually had a 90k error for one of our healers, which pretty much caused a problem where we don't have our limit break. We basically DPS'd it down, hoping that we got the limit break, and we actually did. And we managed to kill the nails. It was a very, very, very close call. This was after patch 2.05, so right now as we speak, there's a maintenance trying to fix that issue. And here's Meteor here to take out the nails, and we managed to kill them just before he jumps. Boom. Nice. So he'll jump, and then he'll land, and he'll do an AoE. It does a massive amount of damage. There's not much you can do about it. Black mages, you can mono wall, any type of, damage reducing abilities. Makes healers real happy. Okay. Basically now, you see the eruption here. Okay. So basically at this point, after the nails, his abilities get faster. So it's best to stand in the middle of the room, somewhat away from Ifrit, obviously, because you don't want to get hit with the Vulcan Burst as arranged. Melee DPS is not really going to make a difference all that much. He actually jumped here. So immediately when he comes back down, it's going to be outside plumes. Once the plumes explode, it's best to run to the outside because it's going to be inside plumes. Again, predicting these abilities makes it much easier to move out of them. And then everybody stacks close to the boss, as the entire battlefield would be encompassed in radiant plumes, as you'll see here in a second. Now there is minor AoE damage from the boss standing next to him, but there's absolutely nothing that a white mage or a scholar can't heal through. So, and then everybody would spread out after. Now it's pretty much just rinse and repeat at that point. So, if you have somebody calling it out, it makes it easier. If you're an FC, I mean, some people would pretty much consider this a joke and wouldn't even worry about it. But again, those eruptions there, if it's not interrupted, it will kill you. It will absolutely kill you. There's another meteor. He's going to jump. And again, like I said before, the left one will always go first. Pretty straightforward. Now, once he's done with the jump, it's going to be an eruption here, and then there's the plumes. Everybody's going to move outside. There we go. It's going to be inner plumes, and then everybody stacks to the boss. So it's pretty straightforward, especially when you know his abilities, and when they come, it's kind of like Titan. You know what's coming. Okay. So pretty much last phase. Knowing the abilities are coming, make sure your off tank is stunning or your main tank can stun. And if you pretty much have those two things, then this shouldn't be an issue of a fight at all. We did this, couple 90Kers during the fight. One of our main healers here, pretty much, when one of our healers disconnected, he pretty much solo healed the beginning of the fight. So it's really not that bad. You'll notice here we missed the plumes. Or the eruption on the stun. I died. So you could see the damage there in which that does. So again, stunning, very important, like Dormite Chimera. If you don't, you die at the end. And that's about it. Pretty easy fight. So again, thanks for watching the videos. I know they're probably not the best quality in the world. Just getting started. Any recommendations anybody might have, maybe videos they want to see, go ahead and post down in the comments below. Again, if you liked the video, go ahead and like it. If not, please subscribe. And if there's any videos that anybody needs me or would like me to do, or content they would like me to cover, please leave in the comments below, and I will be glad to do so. All right, thanks, guys. I'm going to let the footage go here until the end of the fight. Thanks again. And like and subscribe. Peace.